What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great day today. Hope you had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH, what in the blue hell is wrong with Dev? Dev is tripping. Like, he on some Fatal Attraction shit. Like, what is wrong with this boy? Like, somebody need to tell Carly and Sonny what's good with him, because he's obviously tripping. Like, he gave Jocelyn a new journal for her birthday and stuff. And, you know, she was appreciative of it. She liked it. And he tried to lean in for a kiss and stuff, and she stopped him. Like, slow your roll. And he got mad. Like, he was acting like a dude from one of those Lifetime movies. You know, like, they all sweet and nice in the beginning, but then after y'all get fully into the relationship, they start showing abusive behavior and crazy and all that. You know, the red flags start popping up. That's how he was acting. He was just showing his ass. He was just showing out. I was like, what is wrong with this boy? Like, Dev was just straight up tripping. Like, when Trina showed up and Jocelyn was showing her the journal, Dev started bugging out. He was acting weird. Like, oh, you're treating me like trash, when just a couple months ago you were all over me. And Jocelyn was like, well, my feelings for you have changed. So he started talking shit about Cameron. And talking about how Cameron's lack of feelings for both of the girls. Like, and then he just stormed out. Like, he just stormed out the place. Like, he was just wild. Like, Jocelyn ran after him and basically told him, like, she still wants to be his friend. She doesn't want any issues between them. But he just was not trying to hear it. He was, you know, basically telling her, oh, eventually she'll dump Cameron since he's not Oscar. Just all type of foolishness. That boy has lost his marbles. Like, he's, I think, starting to show cracks that he's crazy. What I don't understand is, why are you bugging out right now? Like, a few months ago, Jocelyn had feelings for Dev. She started developing something for him. And she wanted to see if they can take that to the next level and date and stuff like that. And he didn't want to. Here we are a few months later, and you expected her to what? Still have the same feelings for you a few months ago that she had? You expected her to have those same feelings now? It doesn't always work like that. She likes someone else. It happens. You know, that's what happens when you play games. You snooze, you lose. You didn't want to be with her a few months ago when she wanted to, you know, see where y'all could go. You didn't want to do that. So now that you had a change of heart, she's supposed to still be on the same page? No. It's not always like that, bro. People do change. Their feelings change. It is what it is. Accept it and move on. Find yourself somebody else. Like, the way he was acting was just, he was tripping. He was wild. I would have popped him upside his noggin. But I have a feeling this isn't over. I have a feeling it's going to get worse before it gets any better. Because my spidey senses are telling me that he's going to eventually flip out. I hope I'm wrong. But I have that feeling. He was giving me those vibes. Like, he's not all the way there. Like, it's not clicking. Like, ticky, ticky, boom. Like, that's that's the vibes he was giving me. Like, he was really giving me some Ike Turner, you know, eat the cake anime type vibes. Like, I'm like, little boy. Yeah, you do know who her parents are, right? You do know who her stepdaddy is, right? You might want to come correct and calm your little ass down. I'm just saying, like, don't get yourself hurt now. Don't get beside yourself. Like, he was doing too much. So once again, Julian Jerome finds a creative way to save his ass yet again. And this time he didn't have to use his sister to do it. But he is playing with fire yet again. He had an ace up his sleeve. And that ace up his sleeve was Taggart. The perfect ace in the hole. He has leverage. Julian now has the leverage. And, you know, Sonny was questioning him about Nell and why he was trying to kill her on the pier and all that. And, you know, that's when Julian realized, like, you must have had a witness. And he was describing Taggart and stuff. And he was like, you know, he looks good for a dead man. So he basically warned Sonny. Because Sonny was trying to warn him, like, you better keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing about Taggart being alive. Julian, of course, had a warning for Sonny. make a move against me, and I will tell Cyrus about Taggart being alive. But see, what Julian did was, it was somewhat smart in the moment because it bought him some more time now. Because Sonny can get rid of you at any given moment because you had no leverage. But now that you got leverage, it bought you some time. It bought you a little bit of time. Not a whole lot, but it bought you some time because we all know it's a matter of time for everybody finds out Taggart's alive. So that's, a small window for you to get your affairs in order and get yourself together. Use that time wisely, Julian, because it's running out. But what he did was he's playing with fire because now you're crossing a line with Ava. Because we all know how Ava feels about Trina. She loves that little girl like that's her own daughter. She's grown a bond with her. And if Julian rats Taggart out to Cyrus, that will have bad implications for Trina. Because not only will she find out, that her dad's alive and all that type of stuff, in the worst possible way, but Ava pretty much knew that Cyrus was going to mess with Trina. And she wasn't here for that. I wish, though, that Ava could tell Trina that Taggart is alive. Because I feel like that's going to cause problems between her and Trina. Because we all know how Trina don't like to be lied to, especially by people she look up to, she care about. And she's going to feel a certain way when she finds out Ava knew that her dad was alive. Like, she's going to feel a certain way. She's going to feel betrayed. By the one person she looks up to. By the, another adult that she loves and looks up to. And that she idolizes. That's another betrayal for that girl. Trina is going to go through an emotional roller coaster when this is all said and done. And I'm here for it because I believe we're going to get some outstanding performances out of these actors. We get them all the time. But, when they do storylines like these and stuff, and you get those emotional stuff, those are Emmy-worthy. So I believe we're going to get that with this. I really do think we are. And I can't wait. I really can't. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. But Julian, you bought yourself some more time for the time being because your time is running short. So, like I said, use it wisely because trust, it is definitely running out. So Valentine, he's sitting up in there with smoke inhalation. He called Martin Gray to the hospital because he wants to update his will because his will is a bit dated. It's out of date. So he wants to update it and revisit Charlotte's custody issue and stuff, and he wants to make sure that his daughter is heavenly protected because he knows that Alex is going to come after him, and he plans on taking Alex out. And we know Valentine has the capabilities of doing that, and this is what he's been wanting to do. He's been telling Anna to do it. Anna pretty much had a showdown with Alex. They both had guns on each other, shooting at each other. I love some good action. And that was some hot, fun action. Maxie needs to learn. When you are held hostage, you might want to keep your mouth closed. You might not want to irritate the person that's holding you hostage. I don't believe Alex was going to do anything to her because she is pregnant with her grandchild. So I don't think Alex was going to physically harm her. But for future reference, when somebody's holding you at gunpoint, you might want to zip it. You don't want to be a nuisance to the person that's holding you. You just don't. For future reference, it's not smart. So that action scene between them, that was pretty hot. Anna even got a shot. She even shot Alex. Which I'm not surprised. Alex is a good shot, so I'm not even surprised by that. Shit, Anna got a couple shots off on Alex, and pretty much Alex made it abundantly clear that Anna can't save Peter because whether she like it or not, Peter is just like her. He's dangerous, he's deadly, and he's got that side to him, which we all see. So of course, while Anna was looking away, Alex done thrown herself. She threw herself into the water. We all know Alex ain't dead. Alex is not dead. Because she literally threw herself into that water. And we already know she did that shit on purpose. That was an exit strategy. A smart one at that. Alex is an adventurer. I'm pretty sure she knows how to swim. She knows how to, she knows how to survive. That's what Alex knows how to do. It's not hard for her. You know what I mean? She's a world traveler. She done been to plenty of places, especially with water. She knows how to survive out in the wilderness. She knows how to survive in the wild. So her being in the water and stuff like that, and Maxie sitting there telling Peter and them that she's dead and all that, Alex is dead. Alex is far from dead. Trust, she will be popping up once she recuperate. We all know this. It's no surprise. We all know Alex is, you can't kill evil. Like, evil just don't die. I don't believe she's dead for 1 minute. But in the meantime, it's not looking good for Finn. It's really not. He crashed and Portia was doing everything she could to save him. Robert basically had to tell, Chase about his brother and, the fact that he was shot and stuff, and he was crashing. He was flatlining. He was pretty much dying. So they have to do an emergency surgery on him, but Portia's not all that optimistic about it. She hopes that he's pulled through, but she ain't making no promises about his survival. So basically, Finn is hanging on by a thread. So Robert, of course, was calling Jackie, letting her know. Just a whole bunch of mess. Like, Portia was doing everything she could to save him, as any doctor would. But it's not looking too good. It's looking grim. I don't think they're going to kill Finn off. I hope they don't. I've actually grown to like the Finn character. I really have. I've grown to like him. And of course, Chase was sitting in the chapel praying for Finn, and Anna joined him and stuff. It's going to take a lot of prayer. It most certainly will. It's going to take a lot of good prayer, a lot of good thoughts. Hopefully Finn pulled through. Because from what I heard, there is some budget cuts going on. So hopefully, Michael Easton isn't one of those cuts. I hope not. I hope he pulled through. But yeah, this was a very good episode. It was a very good episode. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.